Hey, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let me do a list once again. I thought of doing, I don't know, I did have so many ideas this morning, like which one I want to do. I have few individual reviews to go through, but I felt like, let's update some designer top 15. At first I thought I would do 10, but as usual, I cannot pick up 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up uh, top 15 designer fragrance. Let's say you can call it of all time. I like to do this updates every now and then because my taste will change. It's very normal because these are very subjective. One person likes something, other person doesn't like it, and then you like it today, tomorrow you don't like it, or you like something else more. So it's always gonna be ever so changing. But I would like to do it like every few months. Okay, so what I'm actually preferring at this current moment, 2020 January. Okay, and I have two honorable mentions, and I'm just gonna get through them. And these are nothing to do with performance, price tag, brand. There's just 15 designer fragrances that I own, and I think these are my top 15 at this current moment that I actually would favor. Okay, remember, you have to try them, do not blind buy. Okay, so let's go one by one. My first honorable mention, we're gonna go with Acqua di Essenza. Why this honorable mention? Because this is very hard to find, very expensive. I would not recommend this one. If you really are looking for an alternative, you can go with Silver Lake by Bentley, but it's not an absolute clone. That's a good perfume as well, but Acqua di Essenza is my first honorable mention. Of the quality is just the best from this line, no doubt about it. Okay, first honorable mention. Second honorable mention, obviously I'm never going to leave this out, but this formulation at this current moment, it's super rare to find. It's so expensive, but this is such like a money in the bank. Okay, this is Liege launched in the Guerlain Extreme. Okay, now they have the newer bottles version, but this is the crown jewel of the this line. Okay, it's super long lasting, kind of like a bitter cacao, patchouli, woody, and kind of like orange up top. These two are absolute masculine fragrances. I would not say everybody loves them as much as I do, but this is my list, so I'm gonna put them like according to my order. So these are my first first segment is honorable mention: Essenza and Liege by Guerlain. So these are out of the way, and I actually don't want to put them like 15 to 1. Some of the fragrances can be like less potent than the other, stuff like that, but these are all just based on smell, so all of them are equally loved by me, and I'm gonna put them just 15 fragrances right for you. Okay, these are some, I think, some of the best designer fragrances in terms of smell. That's the most important thing. And more you get into the game, you realize, like, more so than anything, even cheap garbage can smell smell like the way it does for 24 hours. Okay, but you don't want that. You want something that you really like enjoying or enjoy smelling. Okay, so I'm gonna go. First one is, I'm brought back this legend Versace Purom. You guys know my love for this, and don't need to really like hype it up or anything. This fragrance is just classic man's fragrance. I'm sorry, it went out of focus. Okay, the Versace Purom basically is like a top seller from Versace, House of Versace. Clean, fresh, musky, neroli, lemon. It's just watery, aquatic, one of the best in the designer game. Versace Purom, everybody knows this one. Number two, I'm gonna go with, let's continue with the blue. I'm gonna put Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense Purom EDP, long name, and I have gone through 200 mls, but basically I do decanting, but I did not use it all by myself, but I really enjoy this. One of the best fragrances for summer, even in winter you can wear this. I do not like the original, but this one I like. A lot more lemon and less pepper. Very long lasting, very long lasting. Also got that musky thing going on at the dry down. I would definitely recommend that as one of my top 15 designer fragrances for summer, especially. That's gonna be a beast. Number three, as you can see right here, YSL YDP I did not put this time in the list. This is always my top favorite. Even over Sauvage I picked this up, isn't it? But I have something I can suggest, a little bit cheaper than this, but as good for performance. It does the same thing as YSL YDP, but YSL YDP is a little bit more darker, which makes it winter. But this one right here, I bought it last year, Invictus Legend Paco Rabanne. Okay, this is the best from this line if you talk about blue fragrances and beautiful fruitiness, good performance, and get compliments as well. That fragrance definitely I would highly recommend. Okay, Invictus Legend. It's surprising. Yeah, some people will say, no, this is just a synthetic garbage. It's okay. We all feel differently. But I think this actually is worthy being in the top 15. I'm going to show the respect. I even like this more than my Invictus Acqua old version. So number four, we're gonna go with a classic. This fragrance discontinued. Get a bottle if you really wanted to ever get this bottle. This is the best from Prada Amber Purom. Check out my review and check out a lot of my uh, lists. This fragrance made the list the best soapy fragrance with a lot of amber and spices. Very masculine, smells luxurious, and this is designer fragrance which has niche qualities. Okay, so yeah, that's the number 4. Okay, let me create some more space. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go number 5. Number 5 is perhaps none of you will disagree with me. Those who owned it, this is pricey on the most expensive designer fragrances, but so good. Uh, the whole line, this is the one I would recommend for you if you talk about what you pay versus what you get. Bleu De Chanel EDP. This is the best composition, longest lasting in the line, and the Parfum version is very, very good. Make no mistake, I have 150 ml which is finished. I will buy another one, and most of these fragrance, if I run out, I will always buy a backup bottle because they are that good. Okay, Bleu De Chanel EDP number 5. So now let's go for some more. Next one I'm gonna go, not many people will recommend this. I am doing this from my own perspective, so I will include this out of respect. This is a great fragrance, not very expensive. The house is not everybody is talking about or rave about, but this is one of the best fragrance in designer game. Just trust me, if you're a bit mature, try it. This one has the spices, cinnamon, carnation. Sometimes I feel like vanilla. This is Jaipur Homme EDP by Boucheron. This smells like money. Okay, if you do love pure malt fragrances like those, try this out. This is so masculine. If you did like Opium Purum by YSL, Kuros, those are a bit wild, but this is a perfect gentleman. Those who worn it, 30 plus men, they will know value of that. I also have the EDT, both vintage, but the EDP is just a bit better. Jaipur Homme EDP by Boucheron. Next one, some of you will be like, isn't this new? Why is this in the top 15? Because this is actually what vintage smells like of this particular version of Versace fragrance, which is called Versace Eros EDP. This EDP actually has the strength of the older formulation of Eros EDT. Okay, I do have the EDT here, 200 ml, but this one gives me about like 2 to 3 hours more performance and projection. So I would pick this. I really like Eros. I think this is one of the top soul fragrances in the world, and I think the DN is just about the same, just added leather or something like it. But trust me, it's just the same smell with more potency. Get this bottle if you love the Eros, and this is perhaps really, really gonna meet your craving. Okay, if you do not get best performance from EDT. Okay, Eros EDP. Next is a fragrance. I keep saying how good this is. I don't care if people do not understand the quality. This is niche quality. And I do not know if this is a niche house or designer, but I would include it here, okay? This is sold by Costume National. I raved about it last year. One of the best amber-based fragrances. If you love this, you know this is in the same league with Isimiake Noir Ambre, By the Fireplace by Mason Martin Margiela, or Stronger with Intensely, which I could have showcased, but I rather chosen this. It's just the next best thing to Grand Soir by MFK, and this is much more affordable. 100 ml makes more sense. Really long lasting, very, very long lasting. It's Parfum concentration. Okay, so next one, I love putting up this list. Okay, I'm trying to finish it within 15 minutes. Next one is a fragrance I absolutely have no doubt. This is one of the best designer perfume you can buy, but you really have to appreciate Vetiver. Vetiver is not everybody's cup of tea. I did not like Vetiver at first, but it took me time to wear the original of this. But I love everything from this line now. This is Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver Terr d'Hermes. Okay, same exact bottle, a little bit more darker juice. I think there's a nice little H at the bottom, one of the best looking bottles and atomizer in the game. And I would pick this over other ones because I'm enjoying the vetiver nowadays a bit more. The citrus vetiver combo is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful perfection, 10 out of 10, Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. Next one, I would say this fragrance, everybody's sweetheart. Some people call this dumb, okay, because the fragrance is just well known. Everybody's list this makes it, but I would keep this one. I finished my 100 ml. I opted for 150. Beautiful looking bottle. This is a masterpiece. Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Yes, some people say it's now the DNA got old. It's perhaps too well known. Everybody wears it. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. This is one of the best designer fragrance in my humble opinion. I'll always have this DNA, either DDT, EDP, anything from this line is good. The One EDP by D&G. So now the last 5. Okay, I think we can fit all of them in here, and I can show you at the same time. So these are something I would say also as great as the rest of them. Okay, all of them are great. Next one, I'm gonna show you Thierry Mugler. I'm gonna show one Thierry Mugler today and only one. The reason being, I always have constant battle. Pure Havane, Pure Malt, Pure Tonka, Ultra Zest, Pure Wood. A lot of goodies in that line. Original Amen. But this one, I think, for the time being, I would say this fits the bill because it's kind of like the like end of winter in Bangladesh, but I think this actually is a very good fragrance all year round. Nighttime you can wear it. This is, I think, the Mugler version, but still as good. So Thierry Mugler Pure Heaven, it's like just like the one EDP, has that tobacco, kind of the cherry tobacco combination. Really nice with the patchouli dry down. Lasts longer than Pure Malt, in my humble opinion. Masterpiece of a fragrance right here. This is niche quality too. Next, we have 4 left. Next one, I'm gonna go with another cherry, fantastic cherry based fragrance. I absolutely love this, and I'm just glad I have managed to get older bottle. This is from House of Guerlain Low Medial EDP. The thing is, something about this fragrance, it has this kind of like a leather sweetness, very sweet, very fruity, and the fragrance is just, it just always, I never feel it's less than Fave Delicious or something of that nature, which, you know, like costs like $300 $400. This fragrance DNA easily can be, people can ask for $400 for this perfume. Okay, and you can get the newer ones, no problem. I like the extreme one, but something about this one is just perfection. Okay, just enjoy this. It's just a perfection. It's just so nice to wear it. If you love cherry, try this on Low Ideal EDP by Guerlain. Next 3, I think you'll not be surprised to see at least 2 of them. The next one's gonna be YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. This is a 2018 version. Any version of La Nuit de l'Homme you get, the smell is same. It's just the performance that differs. I have about 50 ml left in my 200 ml bottle. I have 2014 and 2015 mix of bottles. Like, yeah, I have about 200 ml left. But this fragrance, any version you buy, the smell, it's very difficult to replicate. You can get any other fragrance like from clone houses, but that cardamom, the chocolatey, the bergamot, this combination is just always beautiful. I appreciate what La Nuit de l'Homme do here. So it still holds its place in 2020. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but La Nuit de l'Homme is great. Next one, we have 2 left. This fragrance, I would say some people say, no, this is not the one, bro. You have love for DHI. Yeah, put DHI. I would put DHI any day, but I recently got it, and I think this one deserves some credit. Now this one's getting discontinued soon. This is the older version of Dior. I have a 2017 version. The good thing about this fragrance is I'm giving it credit because the iris in this is just so polished, less leather. It's just so versatile that credit for the flankers of this Dior Parfum, Cologne, Sport, whatever, Dior Intense, the credit goes to this one. If this one did not exist, the rest of them wouldn't. But if you want better performer, go for DHP or DHI. But Dior is an absolute love. I'm just wearing it over and over again, loving this DNA. It's just stunner of how good this composition is. It's citrusy. It's kind of like irisy, waxy, like a mix of patchouli. A lot of these great things happening here. It's just a beautiful combination. Okay, so the last but not least, for first half of this year, I think after 6 months or so, I will update this list. This perhaps I will keep it a little bit ahead of all these fragrances this year, because how much I'm wearing this, how much I'm enjoying this. This is all about enjoyment. It doesn't matter if this is the best of this line, best of this house, best release of last year. I don't care. But I'm wearing this a lot. I'm getting compliments, like people are noticing, even if they don't compliment, they look. Okay, and this fragrance, I am gonna hype it up a little bit because I want you to look at it. If you are in doubt, go try this fragrance. This is my number 1 today. Ahead of the rest of them a little bit is La Mole Le Parfum. If it's that good, you have to find out for yourself. Okay, I'm just loving it because I'm loving it. If you think this is 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10, it's okay. Everybody's taste is different. But for the time being, I think this and Dior, these 2 fragrances, I think sort of like made me want to do this list, if you know what I mean. So all these fragrances are really great, but try them out. Sample them first, do not blind buy. And these are, for time being, my top 15 designer fragrance. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad I could finish it in 15 minutes. Do let me know which ones are your favorite, all-time favorite. I will bring back some of the classics, I guess, like Fahrenheit and other stuffs, maybe in future again. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.